Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're going to have a discussion about do not be confused. So if you're interested, stay tuned, and as always, I'm going to pray for you at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, don't be confused. There's many voices in the world right now that says that the world is going to come to an end. Well, eventually it's going to come to an end. There's an end time. But what should you do? Should you prepare, or let's ask the question like that. If you know you've only got one day spare on this world, what are you going to do? Well, the thing is, many people say, well, now I can make debt. Now I can do all of the things that I always wanted to do. But I want you to think about reflecting on the inside. Are you ready to meet your Creator? Are you ready to go up and say, this is what I've done? Put an end to the book you call life. Well, I think that can be very intimidating. I had a discussion with various people. The one said he will pray and fast and he will make sure that all of the things that he's done in his life is correct. Other people say, wow, I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to buy a fancy car that I've always wanted because I don't have to pay for it later on. And I want you to pause and think about it. Even if one day can have a tremendous impact in your life, imagine how much more impact your whole life can have. So don't live for one day or say, maybe one day I'm going to make my case right with God. No, live a life that even if it was your last day and you didn't have chance to prepare, that you've done what you could. And I don't say be perfect. You can try and be perfect, definitely. But just know that according to our own righteousness, our own abilities, we will still fall short of the criteria that we need to get into heaven. But we've got the grace of Yeshua that paid the price, that set us free, so that we can live according to His will, His kingdom, not our will and our kingdom. Think about that today. Everything that you do can have an impact. So make the right impact. Father, I pray that we'll be focused on your word, your way, and listen what you say. Help us in these times to stand strong and know what we need to believe and who we can trust. Help us not to fall victim of fear, but that we'll stand strong in faith. And I thank you for your love, and I thank you for your mercy. And I thank you for that in the name of Yeshua. Be blessed.